Smack. When the last slap fell, Gabriel was completely disfigured, with a crooked nose, a twisted mouth, and half of his teeth falling out, looking extremely miserable. He collapsed on the ground, completely powerless. He never expected Dustin to be so strong, to the point where he couldn't even fight back throughout the whole fight. He could only passively take the beating without any resistance. With this kind of strength, Dustin might even well be in the top 3 of the 100 Immortals. Did I see it right? Sir Gabriel was actually defeated? And so miserably? Who is this guy? What kind of monster is he? After a long silence in the martial arts gym, there was finally some sound. However, no one responded because the facts were already laid out in front of them. Gabriel had indeed lost and was completely crushed throughout the entire fight. The so-called top 10 of the 100 Immortals and his so-called Eclipse Strike, his ultimate move, had become a joke at this moment. Dustin's strength was far beyond everyone's imagination. With just a slap, he could render Gabriel completely powerless. Who are you? Gabriel sat on the ground, his face twisted with fear. How could there be such a powerful person in a small place like Swinton, and more importantly, one so young? This was simply abnormal. Who I am doesn't matter. What matters is, will you still be able to survive after this? Dustin looked down at him coldly. Upon hearing this, Gabriel first froze, then burst out laughing maniacally, his face distorted. Kid, I admit you are strong, even exceptionally talented. But the problem is, you are just one person, and behind me stands the entire Horst family. The disciples of the Horst family are well into the thousands, spread throughout the 17 provinces of Swinton. Will you be able to defeat 10, 100, or even thousands of them? If you dare to kill me today, you will become the public enemy of the entire Horst family. By then, you will face countless warriors' relentless pursuit day and night. You should weigh the consequences yourself. After hearing these words, Nigel and the others, who were initially shocked and confused, immediately came back to their senses. That's right, so what if Dustin is so powerful? He was still only a human being who has weaknesses and flaws. The Horst family was a wealthy and powerful family in the capital with tons of skilled warriors, some even stronger than Gabriel himself. Once these strong warriors learn of the news and gather up, it would be easy to crush him. The crowd thought. A person who acts recklessly will always remain so, and can never attain the heights of true strength. Nigel shook his head and retained his calm smile. Exactly. No matter how powerful he is still an ant in front of the great Horst family. He'll be crushed easily. The girl in the yellow dress followed up in agreement. In this world, it is not strength that matters but power and connections. This kid will ultimately face death. After realizing this, the group of people couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement about Dustin's impending doom. Are you so confident that the Horst family can protect you? Dustin looked at Gabriel with a meaningful smile on his lips. What, do you still want to challenge the entire Horst family with your own strength? Gabriel sneered, with a condescending look on his face. Challenge? You are overestimating yourself a little. Give the Horst family a call and ask if they can protect you. Do they even dare to protect you? Dustin sneered. Gabriel narrowed his eyes and, after confirming that the other party was not joking, immediately took out his phone. However, the dozens of missed calls on it made him frown slightly. He felt a sense of unease in his heart. He took a deep breath and dialed the number back. As soon as the call was connected, his father's roar came from the other side. Gabriel, Where the hell have you been? Your phone has been unreachable, you despicable animal. What the hell have you done? Our entire family has been ruined by you. If I had known this would happen, I should have strangled you to death earlier. So that you wouldn't bring disaster to our whole family. His father's angry rant immediately stunned Gabriel. After a while, Gabriel tentatively asked, "Dad, what happened exactly?" "You still have the nerve to ask what happened? It's all your fault. It's all because of you, you despicable animal. Our entire family has been banned from killing by the military. Do you know who issued the kill ban order? It was Adam Spanner. It's the god of war, Adam Spanner. One of the twin stars of the Spanner family and the youngest chief commander in Dragon Marsh. If the god of war personally takes action, what the hell have you done to offend him?" As he listened to his father's shouting in his ear, Gabriel felt as if he had been struck by lightning and stood there stunned. God of war? Adam Spanner, kill ban, how could this be possible? Die. Just go and die. No one can protect you. And no one dares to protect you. Only when you die can the Horst family survive. His father's voice came through the phone again. Gabriel stood there, at a loss. His face was full of disbelief. How could the world-renowned god of war, Sergeant Spanner, suppress the Horst family? Who could request Sergeant Spanner to intervene? So? Do you still think that the Horst family will stand up for you? Dustin's indifferent voice sounded. Was it you? Was this all you're doing? Who are you? Why would even Sergeant Spanner stand up for you? Gabriel trembled all over, raised his head, and looked at Dustin in horror. He couldn't believe it. How could such a deity-like person be hiding in a small place like Swinton? You don't deserve to know who I am. Now, I'll give you a chance to take your own life, so that you can still save your family. As he spoke, Dustin kicked the broken sword on the ground toward Gabriel. Take my own life? Looking at his broken sword, Gabriel was stunned, his face was ashen, and his eyes were filled with despair. Then, in front of a group of people with shocked, astonished, and unbelieving eyes, Gabriel picked up the sword and directly severed his own neck. In an instant, his head rolled off and blood spattered on the ground.